Welcome to the podcast featuring only Chris Damaris
and Josh Flanagan
and Gus,
and
who's
Gus.
not here.
Yep.
So I don't know why whoever thought this was a good idea to put me hosting the podcast and then only give support from you, Josh.
Yeah, this is the bottom of the barrel.
This is a bad idea. So, Josh.
Yes.
Before we get started, how are we friends? Why are we friends? Because we've been friends for a while.
Sex and money would be the short answer. No, you and I met in college because I was interested in meeting Zach Anner, and then by proxy just happened to meet you.
Yeah.
That's it.
That's I mean, I think though, in college, you tend to flock around people that you also think are like talented and you are creative people.
Hopefully, yeah.
Yeah. So I think that's kind of how like we end up being a little bubble of people.
Yeah, because we started college in 2005.
Yeah,
fall of 2005 at University of Texas, and there was a small group of people who were making cool stuff, but then also making a lot of stuff outside of class. And there was a couple film clubs. UFO was one of them. And yeah, I know I made an effort to like gravitate towards people that I thought were talented and whose coattails or wheelchairs I could ride.
Yeah.
So yeah,
we knew. Look, there's Max in the little sidecar.
There's Max. Now Max, this is a true story. Max, I met when he was 16 years old in a hotel room.
Yeah, that did happen.
Wait, really?
Yeah,
that's actually true. I responded to a Craigslist ad.
He did.
Again, not a joke. That actually happened.
Yep.
For what?
And we made a movie.
What was your Craigslist ad?
That's a true story, by the way. That's
true.
A weirdly
Context,
presented one.
yes.
Yeah, no context. It's we did a 48-hour film competition. And so for some reason our friend Randy had rented like a hotel room as like the base of operations.
Yes, right next to a strip club too.
Right next to a strip club.
Yeah.
Perfect 10 now. I think it was Sugar's.
It was Sugar's back then.
It's a classic.
Mm-hmm.
And then we had you show up. Emily Hagen showed up.
Yeah.
Who I think was like 13 at the time.
Yes.
It was not appropriate. It was.
And we all made love.
You were very different in college, Max. You were very different in college.
How so?
Well, you were straight then, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, at least you hadn't come out. I'm not saying you were. I don't know.
We divide Max's time into two eras. There was when he was straight and when he was gay. So this is the straight era.
Yeah. What era are you in, Josh?
I'm right on the edge. I'm about to flip.
About to pop?
Yep. It's any time now. We'll do a live stream for that.
Oh, so. Is that an extra life?
Yeah.
Cool. Okay.
It was a thing. I really didn't. I had no idea that you were gay at all. Is that I don't know. And then whenever
I could see that because I'm so masked, but yeah.
Well, no, but like in college. And
yeah,
then,
bro.
And then at some point, someone was like, "Oh yeah, Max is gay now," and I'm like, "Oh, it's news to me." It wasn't like.
Let me tell you how Max presented this to me too. We went out to Chili's, and it was me and two friends. I think everyone knew but me. And he gave a pop quiz. He's like, I'm going to tell you 4 things, and one of them is true, and the rest are fake. And it was like, 1, I'm dating Emily. 2, I can't remember what the other ones were. 1 was that you were gay, and then there were like 2 other like fake outs. But that he did it like a game show.
What did you guess?
I guess the Emily one actually. I was like, I guess it had never occurred to me either.
The correct answer was all of the above.
It was all.
But yeah.
But what? Well, this now become like a question about Max coming. Was it? Did you do that with your parents too?
Yes.
Did you really?
Yeah, tried to game it up a little bit. It did not go well. It wasn't that they were like offended or anything. They just didn't understand what the hell I was talking about for about 15 minutes, and yeah. It's great.
Did you give him like an extreme though? Because I remember, so I watched Steel Magnolias a lot as a kid, which my mom loves. I can quote that entire movie to you, but there's a part where one of the characters, they're telling a story about one of the characters that had come out, and they said one of the options they gave was that he was dying of cancer or something. So if you give like an extreme spectrum, you can land it in the middle.
Didn't take it to there. I think that because me and my brother were both coming out, we told my mom like,
what?
Yeah, my brother's gay too.
And y'all like
double
teamed it?
Yeah, I mean, just rip off the Band-Aid. But yeah, we told them we told my mom, the news isn't that we got a girl pregnant. The news is that we're gay.
That we'll never get a girl pregnant.
Well, it was like going in this direction, then it just zigzagged, and she was like, "What the hell?" So it was at the Cheesecake Factory.
It's
Chili's and
Cheesecake Factory, Chewy's, all the places. You got to tell people you're gay.
So if you go out to eat with Max, just like you be ready for a revelation.
If it's a broad like chain,
yeah,
then there's going to be an important conversation. If
right.
it's a local place, you're good.
Yeah, hated me. And he told me this later. He said, when I used to come, before I worked at Rooster Teeth, which was in the fall of 2014, so when I came on for Gauntlet. Before that, I would come on for gigs. I was an assistant camera on the, what was the car short?
The short where Chris is in a car.
Like the space, whatever it's called. I was on that. And then Blaine told me later that, because you were an intern at the time, and you were basically like mean mugging everyone who you thought might take your slot of like a permanent job.
Very competitive, yeah.
Yeah. And so I just want you to know that before he reads these grievances, that there's a long-standing...
So you just hated everyone who would come into the office?
Yeah.
I typically, yes. Like, I hated Aaron. I really hated Aaron. And it mostly, like, interns really have to, like, win me over. So, yeah. I don't give people the benefit of the doubt. They have to, like, earn my trust. And so far, everybody here has earned my trust. So we're all good now. We worked on an Emmy, or not it's an Emmy.
Emmy nominated series.
Streaming nominated series together.
Yeah.
Josh.
All right, what are your grievances? What do you got?
I mean, who do you... I got like 6 or 7.
All right, yeah, go for them.
Okay.
Chris, why do you act like a teenager virgin to get women's attention? The whole like innocence act isn't helping. You're 30. You look like you're 30, and it scares them away.
This became a roast.
That was spot on. Yeah,
well,
that's a fair one.
To have grievances, so I'm grievancing.
Why do I act like an innocent?
Like a kind of like a virgin, like what's a breast? I don't.
Are you on his dates with him? Are you like in the backseat of the car watching this?
No, but I have been like, you guys don't invite me out to drink, but the few times that you do, I'm there and I'm like in the corner, like watching Chris talk to women and just like stumble over himself and just like, is he a virgin? I don't. So
I don't.
I'm gonna get a lot of hate in the comments for this one.
No. I mean, I do okay. God damn it!
Oh,
I hate talking.
This is how he's like when he's talking to a girl at a bar.
No,
I don't.
Oh, I just don't like talking. Yeah, it's like I don't like talking about certain types of date or just dating in general.
Sure,
but I don't know. I don't do bad.
What do you think women? When you're talking to a woman, what do you think she likes about you? What's your hook?
What's my
gonna
hook?
pitch? Yeah, if you're gonna pitch yourself.
What are your main qualities that women like?
And if you're out there, you can tweet. What do you think Chris's qualities are?
At my Sarah, Chris Damaris.Sarah. No, I don't know. I mean, I think it's like it's just. I think I'm disarming. I guess with the
right,
with the teenager, like a pedophile sort of way.
No. It's that I feel like a lot of. God damn it!
This leads me to my next grievance.
All right, no. I mean, I feel like. Let me wait.
My grievance is you were valedictorian in high school, so why do you act like a dumb fuck all the time? You wanted me to be open and honest about grievances.
All right. For the record, I was not valedictorian. I was salutatorian, which is second. And, I don't act like a dumb fuck.
It's not an act.
It's not an. No, I mean, I just feel like okay. I think I can come off that way certainly, but it's like it's all rooted to like there's always a thought process through my brain that's like coming. Like it's all based in like some level of like logical thinking. Everything that I say, it's just sometimes it's hard to explain it in a way that makes sense.
Okay.
All right, what do you got for me?
Where this is going.
Josh, you need to stop being such a rude little man. People like the happy dwarf and not the grumpy one. So you should just be a little bit nicer to
but
people.
isn't Gimli's the grumpy one?
Well, no, I'm thinking of dwarves from like
Snow White.
Snow White and the
Oh, I
Seven
see.
Dwarfs. It was a dwarf joke to make fun of your height.
Got
that
it.
one didn't land as well.
Yeah, that was you're
Workshopped it.
I got to shop worked it up before I take it to open mic night.
yeah.
Your criticisms were harder because like I don't actually hate you, but I've had a lot more negative experiences with you than with Chris.
Right.
Ooh.
So it's like I don't really know like where the joke is and where the actual hate is. Oh my god.
Oh man, you just know that being around me lowers your quality of life. Is that
I consider you a very dear friend of mine, but I mean we've definitely not had like great streaks at points. I
don't think you and I have ever been in a tiff. I don't think we've ever actually fought about something.
That's true. I guess I was remembering like going into 11 Little Roosters, that was my first experience like co-directing. So that was like a new experience, co-directing with Josh. Which
Co-directing is hard though. As we met iBlade, like we fought the whole time. It's just like
it's just a process. Well, see, and I've never co-directed with him. I'm normally like master and commander, so like to split the responsibilities is weird.
Yeah.
The diabetes jokes are getting old.
Yeah. Well,
So is Josh.
Yeah. Diabetes is making my body feel old too. So.
I don't know, man. I don't want to say anything else because like I feel like
They're too personal?
yeah,
Two?
a little bit.
Can I read them? Can I read one?
No.
I mean, I only have one other one left.
I'll just read it and I'll tell you if it's too
Well, wait.
personal. Can I?
It's
can
not.
I, can
it's
I
just
vet
like
it?
it's just like it just makes me look petty.
Is it cringy?
It's basically like you kind of do this like body shaming thing, but it's like where you get mad at me, but it's like you're just like kind of disgruntled about it, and it's like it's really weird. So
To be clear, I shame you about your body.
yeah.
Can we pause? I want to read something really fast.
Is it an ad read or
Yeah. Thanks to our sponsor, Track R. We're all looking for something.
The house I looked at that had 3 bomb shelters on it.
No.
Whoa.
It's pretty central Austin, but I looked at it like 8 years ago, and I was touring at the house, and it was an okay house. Then I saw like a hatch in the yard, and I was like, "What's that?"
A hatch. That's awesome.
I'd be sold.
And the realtor's like, "Oh, there's a bomb shelter there." It's like, "Oh, that's weird." Then we walked into the backyard. Now there was another one. I was like, "What's that?" Like, "Oh," and then she looks at the list. She's like, "There's 3 of them
So
on
are
this
they
property."
like technically full blown bomb shelters, or were they like tornado shelters? Like
The
Wizard of
realtor
Oz?
didn't have a key to get into them, so I couldn't see them. So I don't know what it was, but it was 3 different hatches that supposedly led to 3 different shelters that were not connected to each
So
other.
that's fucking insane because people in Texas don't really get tornado shelters because it's so fucking hard to
the
it's because it's what is it
ground rock.
like the
Or
bedrock or whatever it
yeah.
is. It's so fucking hard to drill into. That's why it's a pain in the ass to get a pool in Texas. So like this guy built 3.
Yeah.
Mhm.
When was it
insane.
built?
I don't remember. I looked at that house like 8 or 9 years ago, so it's been a while.
That'd be interesting, like to just track what was going on in the world when
Probably
they
the
built it.
50s, if I had to
Yeah.
guess.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Maybe-
growing up at my best friend's house, they had a tornado shelter with the French door metal hatch, and we just always wanted to play down there. Like it was so novel and
Did
cool.
you play Tornado? Like, did
Yeah.
you ever pretend like there was
we
a
would play
tornado
like
outside?
Ouija board down there and just
that's
creepy and
cool.
scary. Yeah.
That's
Yeah,
like
no,
really
that's-
fun childhood memories.
Yeah.
That's insanely scary. Did anyone like fuck with you guys and get on the other side of those 2 hatches and start banging them together?
No. That would have sucked though, because I think
To be haunted?
you could
Yes.
lock it from the inside or outside.
Oh, okay.
And so if someone had closed it and locked us,
Jeez.
then we would have been
It's like
screwed.
the beginning of a horror movie.
Yeah.
We did
Old Looney Tunes stuff.
If they had Tiny Toons, I would be all over that.
Oh my gosh.
Love Tiny Toons.
Love Tiny Toons. I think I feel like I know most of the theme song. It's like weird how certain things, like there's a lot about my life I don't remember from yesterday, but there are certain things that you could remember just from like beginning to
At
end.
University, we'll earn our Toon degree.
Well, I think
Our
it's,
teachers
we're tiny,
have
we're
been
toony, we're all a little loony, and in this cartoony, we're invading your TV.
The scripts are rejected.
Rejected by-
Expect the unexpected.
I think there's censors in there.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, and then they're like, at Acme University, we get our Toon degree.
Take it away, Gus.
Our teachers have been getting less since 1933.
Dude, I watched so much TV when I was a kid. It was just so much like endless amounts of cartoons.
Yeah.
You're really into that, Blaine.
Okay.
Wow. Got to work off that enchilada he ate.
Yeah. Oh God.
The lunch was really good today.
It was really good.
Yeah.
Those were some quality.
Muy bien.
And welcome to the Rooster Teeth Podcast. I'm Bernie Burns.
I'm Jed.
I'm Aaron.
I'm Chris.
They almost kept up with it.
They almost
were like,
just got past me.
Should we try it again? We went the opposite direction. Is that what it was? I think that's what it was. Yeah, get a thumbs up. All right, hey everybody, welcome to the Rooster podcast. I'm Burnie.
I'm Chad.
I'm Aaron.
I'm Chris.
I wish you guys had gone the other way this time.
Yeah.
That'd be great. Sorry for the audio podcast listeners. We just had a really funny thing with our introductions going the opposite way on the couch as they normally do. Have you heard this about Max? That Max has enormous balls? Have you heard this?
Oh, I believe that.
That's just like a thing. Everybody's
Absolutely
laughing over
believe that.
here. Is this true? I've heard this.
I mean, I haven't. I don't know if
I've talked to Max enough to get the sense that he has. You know, he seems like he just swing around. I mean, who knows what his penis looks like?
wait.
He's just like,
Well,
Is it like the balls themselves? Or
Let's
the
get him in
sack?
here. Can we call Max over? Tell him to wear something revealing.
well, I imagine Max has the kind of balls that like they fold up over his penis. You know, like when he wears.
Why
things,
why would
Like
you
a
think-
bow?
like a drawbridge?
Just something I think about at night before I go to sleep. But like, there's so much balls that where else are you gonna like? They just kind of.
Are you talking about the balls themselves or the sack? Like the
Wouldn't that indicate both?
They're not
I don't know. I mean, I don't know. It'd be really
he's a
funny if it's a tiny sack and really big balls. it's like skin tight balls.
see, I was picturing the opposite, and he's like a flying squirrel.
Well, it's like when you vacuum seal
He
something.
is in the art department. We can just have him draw us a photo. Just a little picture he can draw us.
Oh, he'll send a picture.
Perfect.
Max will send a picture of his balls.
I'm gonna text him. I'll say, Max, is it okay
If we talk about
if we talk about your balls?
Well, it's a little late for that.
What's that? We can
We can go back to the hair dildo.
we can either edit this or fire him before it airs. So that way it's okay. Is it okay to talk about your balls?
Max talks about my butt all the time. It's fine.
Air.
Then say, P.S. I hear they're ginormous.
Yeah, he's always like.
Oh, I almost made a typo. That would have been embarrassing. Is it okay?
Oh, would it? Yeah.
I'll let you know what he says later.
Yeah, I'm curious. Or what picture he sends.
I'll turn on my phone. Let's see here.
Yeah.
I don't even know how do we get in this conversation?
Hurricanes. That's what it was. The tragedy in Houston, I think, is what got us onto this.
Ah, yes, the classic pathway.
Yeah, classic.
To talk about your coworkers' genitals.
We were talking about the fight or something, about watching the fight. And then the electricity and then the curling iron. The fight though, were you saying that was the first fight you'd seen? Or what were you saying?
you weren't there.
No, power's out. I actually thought about going. I looked it up at one point. The floor seats were $37,000.
Yeah.
For trying to break up a fight.
Really?
Yeah, it was stupid. And but I didn't get knocked out. I always say I've never passed out. I don't remember it like you, but I never like lost my footing. Like I was away, like wandering, but like just like, not lucid.
You just phased?
Oh, wow.
Yeah, I was just phased, like you're talking about. Like I got hit like this from behind. That or so I'm told.
That's an RTAA, right?
Yeah. And then they even like everyone in the room kind of stopped and everything, and I was just like, and then I was like in the nurse's office.
Oh,
Yeah.
man.
That's like a rabbit punch.
Yeah.
Or
And
something.
I've been on the other side of that too. In college, I punched a guy, and it was a one punch fight. And it was like, it's just amazing. Like, if you land a good shot, it's just like, oh, this is over. You know what I mean? And that's it.
It's the jaw, man.
Why'd you punch him?
I had a stupid college life. And there was a big fight in my front yard. And it was like 10 of my friends and 10 dudes from down the road.
Garage fight?
Fraternity thing. I'm embarrassed to even say it out loud. And they were fighting. And I was on the third floor. And I saw my friend who is... even in college, he was losing his vision, couldn't see very well, you know? And it's like, you know, motherfucker. And I come running on the thing, run across the lawn. I remember I was running right at the guy. And the last thing he said was clearly I was going to punch him. He said the weirdest thing. He goes, I'm sober. And I punched him. And then that was it.
Long.
And it wasn't, but then it turns out it wasn't even the guy I thought it was, that he hadn't had a lock. It was like it was a totally different person.
Saved a stranger.
No, it was a different friend, but just wanted to like as much that I wouldn't have risked, bodily harm to go after this guy for. So, yeah,
sober.
I'm
Wow.
sober. Yeah.
That's like his safe word when he yells out. I mean, sometimes you can confuse your attacker if you just throw out some nonsense. You know? What if you were just like, well, hold on, and then let's go drink.
Yeah, but it's one of those things where it's like it always sucks when you have a group of friends where like there's one guy who likes to start fights.
Yep.
And then you're all fucking on board.
Yep. Oh man.
Or the worst situation of that is, and I think guys deal with it more so with if the guys have girlfriends in a group, there's always one girlfriend that just like
doesn't mind like
oh my god,
just starting a fight in a bar with a random person, and it's like then you're all dragged into it, you know?
Oh yeah, it goes full. It starts embarrassing because just making a scene or something, or and anybody can do this. It doesn't have to be a girlfriend, could be a boyfriend. There's always that person, that just like, oh, they start making the scene, and at first you're like, okay, this is a little uncomfortable.
Fuck you, asshole.
And then,
like,
oh yeah, and then it starts escalating, and then you see it gets to this point where you're just like, oh fuck, now I'm involved. Like I have to stop. Like this dude's gonna hit this person, and we need to stop. And then,
it's not a problem for me because I have a friend who knows kung fu.
No, dude, I blacked out a couple times.
I got to defuse the situation with Max. No, don't send me any photos.
I told you, he gets excited about that sort of thing. He just wants to share his balls, I guess, with the world.
Wait, I misspelled don't. Wait,
it says do.
Don't. All right, I'm out of this conversation with Max.
All right.
To be continued. We'll table the discussion on Max.
All right.
Till later.
So, I blacked out like twice from skating, just like taking a hit to the head. But then the most recent time where it was like the closest you can get was actually on stream for that. We did that stack up charity stream, right?
Yeah.
And so we were trying to like, oh, let's really do it. Like, we're kind of new to Rooster Teeth. Like, let's really get the initiative and raise some money. And so I was like, all right, at like whatever donation, somebody can slap me. And so my mistake is that we're like, all right, we get there. And we're like, oh, Nick should do it. Now, Nick is like the kindest human being in the entire world, but Nick has like the reverse Midas touch. Like anything this man touches breaks or goes wrong.
Shit. I've had that in my life sometimes. Like it's like an aura where you break electronic stuff specifically.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
But everything.
Some people have it. Some people have it. I felt like I had it for a year of my life.
I once watched him look at a picture and it fell off the wall and broke. So anyway, they're like, we'll have Nick do it. And so I'm not thinking. And so I'm sitting in this chair. I'm like, okay, here we go. And he's like getting it lined up. And he's like, do you want me to really hit you? I'm like, yeah, I mean, it's for charity. Like, give me a good slap, right? So what actually happens is he's like,
show on me.
Yeah,
show on me.
So he's like measuring it up, right? And then he goes way back. And what actually happens is he comes in and karate chops me in the fucking jaw on accident. And so my world got flipped upside down. I was sitting in this chair and it was flash of white. And then I'm suddenly on the floor on my hands and knees, and I watched everything just go whoop, and I was just like, nope, like on stream, rein it in, and I like everything balanced back out. And for like the next 2 weeks, I was in this like weird like fuzzy daze. Like I know I had a concussion.
Right. See, now I've had that. Like I've hit my head more times than I care to remember. I probably don't remember most of them, but. I do think the reason why I have never passed out or been knocked out is just out of sheer force of will. And I think that is something to that of like, you're like, this is horrible. I'm just going to go with this and pass out, but I fight that feeling of like losing consciousness.
When I ask Alexa for things and she just won't listen. She just does not like me. Bitch got a grudge.
Does it bother you when people in this day and age, don't understand the etiquette of voice recognition? When you start talking to a computer and they don't get quiet, like they just continue to talk over the top, like saying whatever they're going to say.
You like,
yeah,
talking to the robot right now.
Yeah, the robot needs my attention at the moment. I have to speak to the robot. You know who did that to me recently? Is Kib from Sugar Pine 7, who there might be something a little with Kib. I'm not sure. It's not even a real name. I don't know what's going on there. But he likes cars. He's a car person. And so I was trying to show him how I had hooked up one of the cars to the Alexa, which is like very cool. And he goes, how does it work? And I say, here, let me show you. I said, Alexa, ask my car. He goes, so you can just tell it what to do? And I'm like, yeah, okay. And then he goes, I didn't understand. He goes, it doesn't work. I go, well, hold on a second. And I go, Alexa, ask my car. He goes, can you just ask it anything? And I'm like, dude, it's like, and then it said, I didn't understand. He goes, I guess it doesn't work that well. And he walked out. And I was like, you jackass. You talked over every time I was talking to Alexa.
I think you kind of got trolled.
Yeah, I think I did a little. I can never tell with them. I'm a little concerned.
I think when in doubt, assume they're trolling you.
Yeah, right? All right. Trying to knock me down a peg, trying to neg me.
Like you think with that headband he's not trolling?
I don't know. You might have the perfect picture of Kib to put up. That's it. Exactly. Yeah. So he was remarkably unimpressed by my Alexa integration. All right.
Flashy headline. No, we got.
Do you think
guys
you
did
could?
the Lego movie.
Do you think you could direct a movie?
Totally.
On that scale?
Yeah. Oh, not right now.
Yeah.
No.
Like right now.
But give me 10 years. Like my ultimate goal in life is to direct a story.
You heard that here. 10 more seasons, $1 million butt, and then Blaine is directing a Star Wars movie.
No, I 2029.
That's awesome. That's a good goal to have, I think.
Yeah, and then I'll go to the red carpet premiere and I'll see the movie and I'll shoot myself. And be like, it's over.
God.
My life.
Oh my God.
My life is done.
Wow.
Everything I've ever wanted.
The happiest moment of my life. Couldn't go up from here.
I can't go up from there.
Okay.
God, Blaine, what's wrong with you?
It's what I want to do with my life. There's nothing more that I want to do except for direct a Star Wars movie.
Oh, good.
Fucking Bud Dwyer on the red carpet.
Jesus. All right.
Just the second it lets out, you're just like, well.
Well, I mean, I don't mean to joke. That's probably that. I'm sorry. I didn't mean to offend anybody.
Can't really.
The official Lego Twitter account responded.
Yeah, that's what I said.
Oh, did you?
Yeah.
Oh, I thought you said someone else
podcast?
responded saying that was.
They're wrong. We've already gone over this.
They tweeted about it
responded
January 21st.
Okay,
Right?
can you ask?
Oh.
While you got him, can you ask him if I can get a Millennium Falcon? I'll promote.
They're
it.
not talking to her right now.
Oh. Well, can you
Lego.
Mr. Lego?
Saw, dude.
Sir.
Millennium Falcon. Can I get one?
On Twitter here.
They're asking how many Twitter followers you have.
100. I don't know.
Here on Twitter, at Heza Catherine is asking if you remember House Hippos.
What is
Remember
that
Hungry
Canadian? That's
Hippos?
Canadian.
Yeah, I said to ask
Yes,
Barbara, so
I
assume
do remember
that's
House
Canadian.
Hippos. I don't remember what they were. I think they were just small hippos.
We had hungry.
And it was like a fake. I think it was
The
like
American
a fake
version.
thing. It was like a fake advertisement for something.
I like this. Like the pitch. Like, all right, got a house with small hippos.
I
Oh, yeah,
think
looks like it was a
like
Canadian public service announcement.
yes, it was a fake advertisement. Yeah.
Produced in May of '99. It's to educate children about critical thinking with regard to what they see in television advertising.
Jesus.
Yeah. So this was a PSA that would play in Canada,
This is weird.
and so kids would see this and think that.
I guess to let you know that not everything you see on TV is real.
Mom,
Yeah.
I'm on drugs. Oh, peanut butter toast. I love peanut butter toast.
Blaine, that's
I like how that's what you're latching on to.
it's really old. I'm sure that peanut butter toast is really gross by now.
Did you guys get
Oh.
the
It's really good, like when you make it fresh.
Yes. Did you guys get the "This is your brain on drugs" ads?
Yeah.
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 No,
fried egg.
Canadian.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yes.
This is your brain. This is your brain on drugs. Any
We had-
questions?
Yeah. Yeah.
I learned it from watching you.
I just remember growing up thinking that like being at parties, I was gonna get so much more peer pressure to try drugs, or like people would think I was like so uncool for not wanting to do it.
Yeah.
Because that's what the commercials portray.
Yeah.
They're like, "Hey kid, you want some weed?" And
No
like,
one ever
no,
asked
thanks.
me.
And it's like nerd, and it's like, be cool and say no. It's like no one ever fucking does that.
Yeah.